Day shift? Night shift? How about a life shift? What a unique thought for commuters to ponder when seeing this ad on a New York City subway ride. But what kind of life shift? How about one that leads to living and preaching the gospel of Jesus Christ in the spirit of St. Francis of Assisi? It's not unusual for such a creative ad to come from the Franciscan Friars of Holy Name Province. For more than a century, the province has found innovative ways to serve God's people in both word and deed.
Pax et bonum, peace and all good things. It's an expression we use often in our community of Franciscan friars at Holy Name Province. In many ways it expresses simply yet fully the calling St. Francis had for each Franciscan priest and brother, that is, to be heralds of the gospel in the midst of society. And the need for God's children to answer that calling is greater today than ever before. Hello, I'm Father Brian Smale, Director of Vocations for Holy Name Province, the largest community of Franciscan friars in the United States. We invite you to learn more about our story of joyful prayer and service in the name of Jesus Christ.
Our story about a life shift begins with a look at the followers of St. Francis of Assisi, who represent the largest and most popular religious movement in Roman Catholic history. Franciscans serve all of God's children with compassion, understanding, and joy, especially those who are marginalized, materially poor, and who are new to our country. More than 350 priests and brothers from Holy Name Province serve primarily the eastern coast of the United States and in overseas missions. In their fraternal life, which is characterized by simplicity and a strong sense of community, the friars share values, pray together, and support each other in their vocations. Through this community, Holy Name Province friars offer personal and spiritual guidance, gather people for the celebration of the Church's liturgy, and assist and support people in need. They do this through 6 important ministries. Holy Name Province friars follow in the footsteps of Francis by creating and sustaining diverse parish communities. Their service churches provide frequent sacramental celebrations, adult education, and other services for workers, shoppers, and commuters in busy urban settings. Friars serve all people with dignity and respect, with special concern for the needs of the poor, and advocate for all God's creation, including the human person, animals, and the environment. Outside of St. Francis of Assisi Church in Manhattan, Province Friars operate the oldest running bread line in the United States. Holy Name Province Friars provide elementary school education, serve in campus ministries, and sponsor 2 institutions of higher learning in upstate New York, St. Bonaventure University and Siena College. Friars provide spiritual enrichment through preaching, retreats, and other ministries, helping individuals deepen their relationship with God, the Church, and other people. The province's final ministry, Foreign Missions, recognizes the Church's call to bring the good news of Jesus Christ to all nations. Friars serve in this ministry in Africa, Asia, and South America. How can you participate in such fulfilling and rewarding ministries? How can you make the choice to lead a Franciscan life in this welcoming community? Choosing to make a life shift can come in many ways.
Well, I thought for a long time about religious life in some form. As a young child and then as a high school student, I thought about diocesan priesthood. Then I went to St. Bonaventure University, a school run by the Franciscans, and over the course of 4 years there, got to know a number of the friars, and at that point started to realize that I could see myself in that way of life, and it was a perfect fit.
After 3 years working, I said, I have to do something with my life. I'm not happy with what I'm doing, and I feel that there is something else that I can do. I changed my church. I went to one church to another church, and then I found the friars. The friars were there, the friars of this province. And I saw them. I saw the way they treated each other, and I saw the way they treated people, and that clicked with me.
The pursuit of a shift to Franciscan life and ministry leads many to Holy Name Province. A major reason is the community life and the benefits it offers.
I think number one, the biggest thing that attracted me to the friars was the community life. Living out our lives in community, living out the gospel as a group of men
Today it can be very difficult to work in the church and to minister to God's people, and to do that alone is quite a challenge, and not everybody's up to that. Not everybody's called to community either, but this is a particular way of living that's very life-giving and supportive.
The spiritual tradition is another reason for seeking out Holy Name Province Franciscans.
Franciscan spirituality, the 800 years of tradition that we carry with us, that we inherit, the spirituality that's began with St. Francis and continues through the Franciscan intellectual tradition and the spiritual tradition that we carry today.
It took about 2 years to look at different ones, because I wasn't sure if I wanted to continue as a missionary or did I want something else. So I went through quite a few of them, but the one that I really kept feeling had the greatest spirit about it was Holy Name Province. I really felt that the friars had a wonderful spirituality, that they really believed what they were living.
Another attraction for men seeking a life shift is the diversity of ministries the province provides.
Everybody does something different, and their talents and gifts and abilities are utilized in unique ways to live out the gospel life.
In the Franciscan life, we have so much things, so much way to serve God. We have so much joy in this life. I can't explain to people what bring us or bring me those joys.
How can you make this life shift? What are the steps toward becoming a Franciscan friar in Holy Name Province? The journey to Franciscan life begins with the program of initial formation, a gradual process of personal, spiritual, and ministerial development that prepares candidates to live and work effectively as Franciscan friars in service to the Church. There are 3 stages of formation. The first is postulancy, a year or 2 of discernment, during which candidates live in a friar community and engage in various Franciscan ministries. The second stage is the novitiate, a year of prayerful reflection, study, and further discernment. In the third stage, called the post-novitiate, candidates hone their ministerial skills while taking coursework related to their field of interest. Initial formation concludes with profession of solemn vows of poverty, chastity, and obedience. Some friars go on to be ordained as priests, serving as ministers in the sacramental life of the Church. Others choose to become non-ordained friars and engage in a variety of ministries. In whatever capacity they serve, friars receive ongoing support and opportunities for growth throughout their lives. As you decide to embark on this journey, on this life shift, you can rely on the full assistance of the province's Franciscan Vocation Ministry. The Vocation Ministry is a valuable information source on the Franciscan Order, the admission process, and the program of initial formation. Other services include consultation and ongoing assistance with discernment to religious life. In addition, come and see weekends and discernment retreats offer opportunities for men to listen to God's call and get a taste of the Franciscan way of life. Through the Vocation Ministry's services and programs, many student friars have experienced the joy of pursuing this special call.
I asked to enter, to start this experience with them. And after 1 year, I realized it was exactly what I was looking for.
It is a very interesting life. It's a very fun life. We have a lot of fun together. But it's also something that I would recommend because I just feel that I'm happy. It's a happy life. For me, it's a wonderful future to think that I'll be doing this for the rest of my life.
And the student friars have some advice for men discerning a vocation to Franciscan life.
If there are some young men there outside that are looking for happiness, for something good to do with their lives, and they feel that it's not enough, but they're living the things they have, all the friends they have and all the beauty that they have outside is not enough. Well, there is something here that is beautiful, that is sacred, that is inside and is outside.
And for someone who thinks he is looking for a way to serve God or a way to be with God, just try the Franciscan life.
By now you realize we are quite a diverse community and have many roles as friars. We serve the poor, we serve in parishes, we serve in foreign missions, and we serve in matters of social justice and more. We are healers, reconcilers, and peacemakers, all bound by a common sense of purpose, to follow in the footsteps of St. Francis of Assisi in his devotion to Jesus Christ. As Vocation Director for Holy Name Province, I look forward to hearing your thoughts and your questions as you contemplate a life in our community and brotherhood. For 800 years, Christian men have been attracted to an extraordinary religious life by serving as Franciscan friars. By learning more about Holy Name Province, we hope you too may find yourself blessed by God to be called to a Franciscan life. Pax et bonum, peace and all good things.